I need you guys to keep the energy going because this next comic coming to you need to calm down, man. Alright guys. The next comic coming to the stage, man. I did a couple shows with him in Oakland because he does a lot of shows out there and performs. But the cool thing is he's actually going to come out in a movie, a featured movie that's going to be in like comedy festivals and stuff, right? And the movie is called Thieves Code. So I need you guys to check that out when that thing drops. So I need you guys to make it real loud for my man Warhol.
People be like, Trump is racist. And he's orange. The Lazy Susan is a disrespectful piece of furniture. Pass your own butter, Gary. I don't have a dishwasher, I have a drunk Diane. That's not a microwave, that's my wife Karen is sleeping with other people. I thought my girlfriend liked cocaine more than she liked me. And I was right because she didn't dump coke yesterday. I think it's ironic that Trump's son is barren when we all wish his mother was. I heard that ODB used to take a limo into the hood to pick up his welfare check, and then he would stop and pass out $100 bills to the kids on the sidewalk, which sounds cool, but they were mostly his kids, so it's not that cool. I was at Costco the other day. The main difference between Costco and a refugee camp is the savings. I was at Trader Joe's, the cashier said to me, 11:14. I told her, what is the ideal age of consent for R. Kelly for $200, Alec? She said, wow. I heard there was a shooting at YouTube, but I haven't seen the footage. They called the Golden State Killer. 30 years someone was murdering people all over California. 30 years. Who knew it was the police? Who could have predicted? It was the police. Guys, I just want to tell you, if you see a beautiful homeless woman, she chose that life over you. I grew up middle class, but I worked my way down to poverty. Poverty is like quicksand. It drags you down. You can't build a foundation. The main difference is you can't suck and fuck your way out of quicksand. It's weird being black in America. Like, we don't get invited to auctions anymore. Used to get all the invites. Make some noise if you're racist. You know what I used to love as a kid? Getting my dick sucked. I'm pretty sure Nickelodeon is responsible for my bukkake fetish. You can't do that on television. I'm not gay. The way I know I'm not gay is every time I have sex with men, I don't enjoy it. I'm older than Jimi Hendrix, and I still can't play guitar. Eric Clapton can shred on guitar, and he can't latch a freaking window. Oh, yeah, I bet Eric Clapton's baby mom is really mad about that unplugged version of Layla. Some things are unforgivable. I used to live in West Oakland. They found a human head in the recycling plant 2 blocks from my house, which is messed up because that's compostable. I don't know if you heard, there's a lot of young black men getting shot while handcuffed in the back of cop cars. Which makes me wonder, like, do police not watch Tarantino films? It's a lot of cleanup. Obama ruined the dreams of black children. I wanted to be the first black president. It's weird, it's like, you can tell Trump raped somebody, but it's like it doesn't count because he wasn't wearing a sombrero. I saw this church called St. Kevin's, and I was curious, like, I grew up Catholic, like, I wonder what Kevin's been up to. And I looked it up, and apparently St. Kevin is most famous because some lady tried to seduce him, so he drowned her, and they built him a church. And I think the Virgin Mary was in on it because I saw her statue in the courtyard and she seemed like she knew something. She seemed really smug. I just realized I should stop calling my brother a motherfucker. I realized at a certain point that my grandmother was in DC for the entire civil rights movement. Next time I saw her, I had to ask, Grandma, what was it like? You were there for the March on Washington. You were there for the I Have a Dream speech. What was it like? And she said, oh, your grandfather wasn't interested in all that. I'm actually really inspired by the civil rights movement. So much so I want to make a movie. It's a porno. We open on Rosa Parks going down on Mayor Rustin, who's got a black power fist up Malcolm's ass. Coretta's writing a speech. Anyway. I was at this bar, and the bartender leaned across and he was talking to these women, and he was like, but old ladies don't know what bukkake is. And I had to interject, and I was like, old ladies know what bukkake is. They just remember it as Paris. So I went to the mall the other day, right? And this young white kid, he made eye contact with me, and then under his breath he goes, my nigger. Yeah, a Denzel fan, yes. So I had like a multiple choice exam. It's like, what do I do now? Do I chase this kid down? Do I shout at him? Do I attack a child on security cameras? Do I go to prison? So then I figured out my secret weapon. I felt terrible for the rest of the day.
Give me one for World, guys. That shit was aggressive, huh? God damn. I got vertigo watching this man walk around this whole thing. Yo, racist! I was like, holy shit! This man's about to start a march up in this bitch. Alright guys, we'll keep the show going. Man, you know what? It's a pleasure to bring up this next comic, man, because this is his first time performing here on this stage. It really is, man. And for those of you that don't perform on stage, Cobb's Comedy is one of the biggest comedy clubs here. And we're blessed to have it here in San Francisco. It's a club that people around the whole country comes to visit here just to do 5 minutes. And this man's going to be doing 10 for you guys. You guys ready for this?